Here come the pain!
Number one, don't go against the grain.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
Sunday, hip-hop gamer show. Ain't nothing else to do. Hip-hop gamer. It's the hip-hop gamer show. Yeah. You already know what it is, baby. It's Sunday, hip-hop gamer show. You already know how it goes down, man. Now, first of all, the first thing I want to say to you guys is one love and God bless. Sit back, relax, because I got a banging show for you guys today as always. But the first thing I want you guys to notice something, because there's something that's real different right now. Don't you see it? You don't see it? Check this out. This is my Xbox 360 box, right? My day one Xbox 360 box. That's my Nintendo Wii box. So for all those little comments that I saw talking about I'm just only promoting Sony because the box was behind me, there they go right there. Now shut the hell up. Alright? Now, let's start the show. First of all, we setting it off with the PlayStation 3, and all I gotta say is this. The PSP Go is doing numbers, man. It's doing big things, but the most important thing, which was the goal for Sony, who I spoke to directly, is the digital sales. See, you guys gotta understand, PSP Go is the first true handheld, first true gaming system, like, you know what I mean, that came out all digital. It's the first one to ever hit that's all digital. Microsoft don't have an all digital platform that's an official gaming machine. Neither does Nintendo. Sony is the only company that released one in the form of a handheld, and the digital sales has been insane. You see what I mean? Now, with that going on, with the combination of Blu-ray releases coming with the digital copies of those movies, you're getting two different experiences for the price of one. So Sony right now is leading the way with the digital, market. You see what I'm saying? Now I find that kind of intriguing because I was talking to someone, a representative of Sony, and I was like, yo, this is a good idea, and look at the results already. Is this something that you guys got planned for future products for Sony? You know what I mean? And what I was told is, yes, this is actually their new method from now on. So the next PlayStation that come out, expect to see an all digital system. Now, what I mean by all digital, don't get it twisted, alright? Now, there will be discs. They're not throwing away Blu-ray at all, so don't get it twisted. Blu-ray will still be there. But something that's so amazing that I was told, this blew me away, and it makes so much sense. So leave your comments and let me know what you guys think about this. But what I was told is that going digital will help grow the market better and generate more sales. See, what people don't understand is that what does all hardware launches have in common? Alright? What do all hardware launches have in common? But like 90% of the time. Okay, I'll tell you. Shortages. Like when PlayStation 3 came out, Microsoft, everybody, when they're launching and they're trying to get stuff out there, they want to have 3 million out day one, 4 million out day one. They want to have all this stuff out day one, but they can't always meet demand. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because you got these physical, products, these buildings, these factories, warehouses, where they're constantly working, trying to put stuff out there, and sometimes they don't meet deadlines and there's shortages. And you gotta understand, when you're short on something, you're missing out on money. You feel me? You're missing out on money. But in a digital age, you could throw something on the market and people could just get it, download it. There's never no shortages. You know what I'm saying? You're not running out of that download link. You could go up there and get it whenever you want, as many times as you want, as many downloads as going to get, whatever it is. There's no limit. You feel me? There's no limit. So even with disc-based games, if you go to the store, it's a possibility that things can be sold out. So if something's sold out, that means you missed the sale. You feel me? So one of the new directions that Sony's looking to go in terms of their next console is having it set up that every game that comes out will also be digital, also be set up for their digital download within their store. So just like how the PSP Go is, every time a PSP Go game comes out, you go to the PlayStation Store and it's updated right then and there. You don't gotta wait for Thursday's updates. Whenever a game comes out, it's already on the store. You download it, you get it. You don't gotta wait for nothing, no matter what time it is. That format is actually moving into the next generation of Sony. But it's not just Sony console. Sony's actually working on other products to support that same format. So in terms of all digital, this is gonna be huge because it means more money. You know, when everything runs out of stock, you can still get it. You see what I'm saying? So it's continuous money, more money being made, more money being turned over, faster return on investment. They are changing the business, and PSP Go is an example of how this business is going to fall out. So yes, PSP Go is the truth, and this is just a small representation of what we're going to see next generation, at least coming from Sony, from what I was told. Alright, so stay tuned to that, because the digital way is the way to go right now. But disc-based media is not going to go away. It still will be there. Alright, so just keep that in mind. Overall, PSP Go is a hot product. Make sure you go out there and get it. I don't got mine yet, but I've already, you know, tested out, played with it. Jordan's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, so make sure you check that out. The next thing I want to talk about is this, since I mentioned Blu-ray. Now, this right here, I can confirm one portion of it, but I can't confirm the other. So there's a 320 gig Blu-ray disc that's already either made or being manufactured in the works. But it's already confirmed that a 320 gig Blu-ray disc is being made. And it's being made to be utilized with PlayStation 3 games. So it's not just movies and everything. It's going to be utilized with PlayStation 3 games. Now this is crazy, but this is supposed to be seen next year and beyond. Now in my mind, I was like, I know they are not making 320 gig video games. Like, what's going on? What's the extra space is used for? Well, from what I forgot the guy's name, but he's one of the Sony marketing directors. One of them, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, you guys, but he already said that there will be Blu-ray movie game hybrids and stuff like that. You know, the way to get the movies out there. Because if you think about it, a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is going to sell 10 million easy or more. All right. Now imagine if that game had a movie on it. You know what I'm saying? Movie companies will go crazy because their movie is, you know, a part of that sale in terms of people, you know, getting a hold of it. That right there is genius, and people is going to really flock to that. So that was one reason of having such a big gig space, because there's other things you can do in terms of media on top of the game being there. And another thing that I was told, which I felt was incredible, I thought this was incredible, is that when you developing games on PS3 and the new engines that they are coming out with, you know, just like how you got Rage and all these mega textures and everything, there's new engines and new development SKUs that's coming out for Sony starting next year that's going to roll out to developers, and it's supposed to actually help them maximize the cell processor and the things that they're going to want to do, just like how Hideo Kojima was utilizing, you know, the 50 gigs. More developers will be able to do things like that easier in terms of maximizing their game. You know, so the more space that they have on a Blu-ray disc, the more they could stream and put things on the disc and free up RAM and other development solutions in other areas. So I'm not sure how exactly it's going to pan out, but it's supposed to be something amazing. And with 320 gigs, yes, you can do amazing things with that if you're a game developer. So stay tuned to what they, you know, bring out, and if anything is, you know, going to happen, it's going to happen next year and beyond. So this isn't, you know, a one-time deal. This is actually something that they're looking to do in terms of a standard to help their business model and to continue to help push Blu-ray forward. Now, the one last thing I want to say is that 3D gaming is coming, and I know 3D gaming and Blu-ray, like I know Blu-ray, the way the disc is supposed to be like the forefront of the whole 3D gaming movement, but with the announcement of this 320 gig disc and everything that's coming, I believe that 3D gaming has something to do with the extra space that's going to be on these Blu-rays. Alright, so if Sony is really this ambitious to go hard and make this happen, we are in for a serious